Hi, welcome back to my channel, Good Job Mom. I'm gonna talk to you about where I was 5-6 years ago and how my life has just significantly changed. I want you to know that where you are right now is not where you're going to be forever. 3 to 3.5 years ago, my husband and I were living in South Florida. We had been living at the duplex we were at for, it had been about 5 years, I believe, 6 years, and it was 750 square feet. It was very small, but for my husband and I, it was so big, so nice, so wonderful. And even once we had AJ, it was still big enough. It was our castle. My husband was working 2 jobs, sometimes 3 jobs. We were paycheck to paycheck. I personally was wondering what I was going to do with my life as a stay-at-home mom. And if you're a stay-at-home mom, then you know that like you're doing something that is so wonderful, right? You're pouring into these lives, to these little humans that are going to be adults one day, and that is so fulfilling. But you're also wondering, like, me as a person, like, what am I also here to do? We did not have a washer dryer. We didn't have a dishwasher either. I would pack up all of my clothes, my husband's clothes, AJ's clothes. Zuri was not with us yet. And I would go to the laundromat weekly with AJ. We would just make the most of it. However, if there were accidents through the week or clothes got dirty, I just had to deal with it. Packing up a bunch of clothes, needing the money for it. And guys, we were at the point where having enough money to wash and dry our clothes was sometimes impossible. It only took maybe 20 bucks, 15 bucks to wash all of our clothes. And some weeks we just were like just making that 15 or 20 bucks. Also, taking a toddler to the laundromat is a lot. But hey, we made it. We decided, hey, we want to get pregnant again. Like, it's time to build our family some more. And we got pregnant with Zuri. And all this time, Antoine and I just knew that he needed to get one job. He's looking, I'm pregnant. And I mean, literally, he's interviewing with a bunch of different places. We've got a baby on the way. The place we were living at started to deteriorate because our landlords were not taking care of the property. It got to the point where our AC, and we were in South Florida, so it was hot, but our AC was broken and our windows did not open, and our landlord refused to fix the windows. We made do. Also, termites had infested our place, and it was so bad. I didn't even know that termites flew. Termites were flying around the light in our ceiling fan in our living room. I mean, bunches and bunches just swarming around, flying around. We had to keep the light off so that they would not fly around. And I was so close to giving birth. We were going to figure it out. It was all going to make sense eventually. I knew that God was going to take care of us. And I had so much peace. But I also was a little stressed out. I'm not gonna fast forward. My husband not only had one offer on the table for a new position, for a full-time position, but he had 2 offers on the table. He had choices. We moved into a home that is 3 times the size of the place that we lived in South Florida. My husband was blessed where he only works 1 job. He's not spreading his time among different jobs, so he can dedicate more time to his family and be less stressed. He also has flexibility in his schedule. I grew up in a 1-bedroom house, okay? Like a 1-bedroom with my mom, with my siblings. Like, I know small houses ain't nothing but a thing to me, okay? This is the biggest house that I've ever lived in. And listen, it's not all about things. All of our family is either in South Florida or they are in New York. It's so special to be able to have enough space to have our family come visit. I mean, that is a blessing. We're no longer living paycheck to paycheck. We got a little bit of savings. It's not a lot. It's not a lot. But let me tell you something. If I needed to go to a laundromat I would have the money to wash our clothes. And speaking of, we have a washer dryer here. I have stepped into new talents and gifts that I didn't even know I had. So my point in all of this is that 3 years from now, 5 years from now, your life could look completely different. I cannot express this enough. We would not have gotten where we are without God. You may be a Christian, you may not be a Christian. Although working hard is very important, there is no way that I would be where I am emotionally, where I am physically, the relationships that I have, or just all the blessings without God. His covering, His grace, His mercy, His protection, His provision. Where you are right now, it's not a determination of where you're going to end up. Keep pushing, keep going, keep fighting, keep working hard. A lot has changed. And I say, you know what? Someone needs to hear this. Someone needs to hear that where you are right now, you're not going to be there forever. If you haven't already, please subscribe to this channel, like this video, and share it with a friend. All right, guys, I will see you next week for Good Job Mom Monday.